I invite some of you, you guys, to just close your eyes with me, and as I kind of take you through a journey of some of the memories I have just of my experiences with cancer and my family. So, flashback. I'm 9 years old. I come back home after a long day playing with my friends. I got a bunch of sores on my leg, the kind that bubble up and pus up from playing in the boonies, and my dad gets mad at me and scolds me again. Flashback. I'm 11 years old. I'm sitting on the bed in my dad's green Toyota Frontier, looking up at the stars with my mind trapped in eternity. The sky was so clear. It felt like I was floating on the whispers of the universe. I asked my dad about our house, which had white walls and a blue trim and a front yard and a backyard and a blue fence. And if 20 years from now, one day, it will be mine. He says, I don't know, but I do know that you'll always have a home with me. Flashback. I'm 13 years old. I come home from school one day to find my mom on the phone crying. It looked as if her heart was about to escape through her mouth. My dad had an accident. He was playing basketball in the park when all of a sudden he lost all sense of balance, fell down, and cracked his head. He went to the hospital. Apparently, fluid built up in his skull, causing pressure to build up against his brain, causing the vertigo to cause the fall. My heart sunk to my gut, then tore through my rib cage, and it left me scarred. Flashback. I'm 8 years old. I'm playing basketball with my dad. Flashback. I'm 13 again. My mom tells me we need to bring my dad to the Philippines because the doctors on Guam is full of a bunch of incompetent people who just don't know what the hell they're doing. Tell me what's wrong with my dad. What's wrong with him? I'm crying. I'm lying down on my bed and I'm restless, wondering about the future. The future was not my friend. I hate the future. They say time heals all wounds, while I'm still standing here in front of you with a bleeding heart. Flashback. I'm 15. My dad seems to be better. The tumors in his brain got smaller. Maybe I'll get to know my father after all. Maybe. Flashback. It was all an illusion. He's growing more confused and delusional. Graduating from Tylenol, popping pills like candy. Insert the IV. He's practically a user now. How can this be happening? He's weak and he's dizzy and his personality is changing. Like a fish out of water, a little bit of death he was tasting. Back to the hospital, back to the Philippines, another lumbar puncture, another surgery to give him peace of mind, but to get that peace of mind, they needed a piece of his mind. Drill through his skull, cut up the back of his neck, drain the fluid out of his brain to get a sense of balance back, snip out parts of his brain, staples are back on his neck. Why is my dad so thin? Why does he look so different? These images are stained into my eyelids and I want them wiped off. Flashback. I'm 17. I'm getting ready to leave for college and my dad is weaker than ever. We have a hospice nurse at home now, taking care of him, but really, at this point, the only one who can take care of him was him. I love you, Dad. I'm sorry I gotta leave you. I'm going to California now. But he was so confused and dazed. He really didn't know what was happening. He says to me, "Oh, okay, good luck." Then he lays back down on his bed. He was so weak, but only physically. He was still so strong-willed. Flashback. I'm 18. I'm taking summer school at Pepperdine. It's the week before finals. I get a call from my mom. She was crying, and it sounded as if her heart was about to escape through her mouth. My dad was gone, and I never said goodbye or that I loved him. I'm 21. I'm speaking to a crowd about my father and his struggle with cancer. And I'm thinking to myself, when this moment becomes a mere memory, and I have flashbacks to it, I'm probably gonna wonder, were they even feeling what I was saying? Did they know that these experiences were so real to me? I hope they did. I told them all about my dad and how he was brave. Just as how all those who had to battle cancer are brave. Just as all those who are still battling cancer are brave. They are all brave. Despite the feeling of losing control, they fight through it. They're all fighters. Every flashback I have of my dad is one of him fighting. They are heroic. He was heroic. He's my hero.